connect. Hey, what's up? So I promised y'all an interview, my first interview. So I went through it and I talked and everything else, and it was messed up. So now it's gonna go down. Running Your Motor with Piper presents her first interview. So our guest is on a challenge right now, coast to coast, straight through. Insanity. So I'm gonna see if we can get them on here so that we can talk and find out about their journey. Let's see how it's going down. Let's see. How do you... Oh, no. I'm trying to figure it out. So when I first went into this journey, or what I'm trying to do, I was so excited because there's so many people who do so many awesome things on the set, off the set, just riding a bike. So I wanted to be able to share all of that with everyone else, because there's so many stories and stuff that we have that we want to talk about, that we share going across country, up and down, even if it's just to your chapter runs or whatever the case may be. There's so many interesting things. So I'm trying to get them on Running Your Motor with Piper. I'm so excited. Let's see. And I've been watching their journey. So now let's get them on here and see what's going on. Okay. I'm so new to all of this, so you have to bear with me. But I'm so super excited about it, and I can't wait to see what it brings. Let's figure this out. How do we do it? Okay. Let me see. They're trying to get to the gas stop. I'm so excited to talk to this rider and find out about their journey, what their mission was, why they elected to do it, what made them want to do it. Let's see. It's not popping up. Okay, so we'll just talk a little bit right now until they come on. Running Your Motor with Piper will be a series of videos, interviews, stories about long distance travel, just riding, period, fellowshipping, having fun, doing things with the set, the community, everything. Oh, here we go. It's coming. I'm so excited. It's gonna cut it off and let it come. See what it does. Let's see. Bring them on. How does it do it? Where is it? Okay. It's adding. What is happening? It keeps trying to connect. Let's see. Technical difficulties. What is it trying to do? There's already a guest in the broadcast. There's no guest on the broadcast. Let's see. Bring them on, bring them on. And we have success.
Yo.
Hey, what is up? Yo, I'm so excited. I didn't think it was going to go, but it went. What is going on?
Just in the wind, getting a little therapy.
Just in the wind? So that's what you call it, just in the wind?
Yeah.
And introduce yourself, sir. Please introduce yourself.
TLuc. I told you, yeah. TLuc, President Next Level, Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida, Next Level, President TLuc. So what's popping? What's up with you? What's up with you? What's going on?
Just doing a little coast to coast run. Headed to San Diego to go touch the water right now.
You said just a little coast to coast run. Tell me a little bit about this little coast to coast run.
Just went straight through. Wanted to test my limits and see if I can go straight through the Atlantic coast to the Pacific coast without stopping for sleep. So I almost accomplished it. Still got 111 miles to go. 111 miles to go to get to San Diego, so I can touch the Pacific coast.
So you said just a little coast to coast run. Like you minimized. What do you mean? Just a little coast to coast run? And you said straight through?
Yeah.
So you didn't stop. You didn't sleep. You didn't pull over. You didn't get a room. You didn't crash on the bike like we see so many times. You just straight through.
Yeah, I just went straight through. I stopped at the gas stations, got a little coffee break here and there, chilled out for about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. But other than that, no, I didn't sleep nowhere. I didn't rest my head nowhere. Nothing. I just came straight through.
So what made you want to ride straight through coast to coast? Why?
It was just a goal for myself, just something I wanted to see if I could do. I've done a lot of things, accomplished a lot of riding, rewards and patches and just different goals that I set out, but nothing ever this rigorous on myself or the body. So I had done 1,800 miles before in like 27 hours, not really trying. So I knew I could get close, but I just wanted to see if I could make it all the way through. So that's just something I set out for myself.
Wow. So you talked about it being rigorous. Because it is so rigorous, how did you prepare for this ride? What was your preparation?
I'm a little different. I really don't prepare. Um, I probably slept for like 4 hours and then been on the ground ever since. But
You slept for you slept for 4 hours before you left for
yeah,
a 30-something hour ride to go straight
yeah,
through.
yeah. I can't sleep. There's something about it. The anticipation of leaving. Um, I be asleep, but it feel like I'm not asleep. And I
So it
just
feels
get
like
up.
you're just wasting time laying there, so you might as well just get on and ride then, since you're not really
Exactly.
anyway.
Exactly. So I laid
So
down about like 9 something, popped up about 2:30, and um, I was on the ground at 3. I think I left at 3:08. Jacksonville Beach.
So Jacksonville Beach to San Diego Bay. What's your anticipated time? What was your anticipated time of arrival when you left out?
8:42 a.m. Pacific Coast time.
And so, what track
So
are you on now?
10:06 plus 7. Yeah, an hour and 25 minutes difference. So that's great Great timing for going 34 to 30, 32 to 34 hours, and not only losing an hour and 25 minutes along the way. But you got to stop at least,
Yeah.
I don't even know, probably 20 times for gas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably about like every what? So how often do you stop? Is it every 150? Do you run out
I
of
mean,
tank?
the gas tank say like, the gas tank gonna tell you 206, 212, all that, but you probably get like 170 to 180, somewhere around there, depending on how fast you run it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're stopping every about 180 miles, and that's about 15 stops in between there. So that, like I said, hour and a half was very insignificant. So did you run into any issues, problems, adversities on the trip while you were rolling across?
Uh, Not really. I mean, the way I planned it out kind of worked in my favor. So I went through the major cities uh, after or before rush hour, so I didn't really hit any traffic too much. And then on top of that, I had a little weather on the west side of Texas. Temperature dropped
Oh,
down to about 45 and started raining and real heavy winds because they said a tornado was on the way in. But once I breezed through that, I was good. Just dealt with the cold weather all morning.
so how did you deal with the cold weather? What was your preparation for that? Like how did you deal with the temperatures dropping down? Because 40 on the bike is like 25. It's you
Right.
lose a good 15 degrees. So how did you
I
deal with
mean,
that?
just put my heated gear on. So then I had to put my rain gear on. So I just left the rain gear on as another protective cover. Since I had it on already, so I ain't had to stop and take it off and all that stuff. Just waste time.
Yeah.
So just pulled over, put all that stuff on one time, and call it a day.
So I noticed you said your rain gear, your heated gear. So you live in Florida and you're going to San Diego. So that's two sunny to sunny places. So what made you pack heated gear and like you're down south. So heated gear, why?
Um, I mean, pretty much anytime you go across the country, um, especially depending on what highway you're on, you can expect to maybe hit all four seasons, depending on where you at. Now, the 10, in the summertime, when you're running across the 10, it's just going to be hot pretty much all the way across. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
when you're in these spring months, winter, and fall months, like you're going to run across that desert. And most people think the desert is just extremely hot because you're going to wear a desert, but you can run across there and it could be 90 that day and 30 that night. I mean, they could change 50 to 60 degrees in the
Yeah.
same day
Yeah.
running across that desert. So don't be fooled thinking that the desert's just going to be hot the whole time. It's not.
So your body's not naturally going into like a resting type phase going across, like, because again, you left early morning, so it's still dark outside. You went through sun up to sundown, back to sun up again. Like you're not even, not necessarily physically, but even mentally or like emotionally, like what's happening here.
Oh, just chill. I mean, I really know. I mean, like I can literally, once the sun comes back up, like I can literally ride another 1,000 miles, even though
But you
I
don't.
ain't rode, 2,000 some miles, but I could just, my thing is just to get through the night. Once I get through the night, the rest of it is history.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But my body is fine. Um, I condition my body because I ride a lot, so it's not anything. I'm not using any muscles that I normally wouldn't use. You know what I mean? So, every now and then, you got to wiggle your ass around because you get stiff sitting on that seat. But
yeah.
other than that, yeah, it'd be cool.
So when you talk about conditioning your body for these long rides, how are you conditioning your body? What can you tell the viewers about being physically fit to be able to ride the bike, or even being in the right physical state to be able to ride that far and that long?
I don't really think there's a physical shape. Because riding your bike long distance, or whatever you want to call it, is more mental than anything. So you have to prepare your mental really more than you prepare your physical, unless you have underlying health issues. Because you can get out there and you talk to yourself, and you're constantly telling yourself you can't do it or you're not ready, then you're not going to be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as far as physical condition, when I say I train my body, it's just like anything else. If you want to learn how to walk, you got to keep walking. You know what I mean? You want to learn.
Right.
You want to learn how to. If you want to condition your body to ride a motorcycle, you got to keep riding your motorcycle. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
that's just basically what it is. Certain people, who have certain type of bodies, they have to, go special type of hydration a week or two before they get ready to take a trip, or eat certain foods. Like, I don't necessarily have to do that. It's mental for me. But I
It's
do know
mental.
over or take a nap or get some rest or go in the gas station and get some to drink, then I'll do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And so you talk about mental preparation, just being out there. Have you ever, I know for me, like when I'm riding, sometimes I'm so in the moment and I'm so captured and enthralled in what I'm doing, I don't even realize how I got from A to B. I can't even tell you about the last 100 miles I just rode. Does that happen for you? Like, how do you stay in the game mentally and stay focused on where it is that you're going and what you're doing, and being able to pay attention when you've been on the road so long?
Yeah. I mean, I just keep the end game in mind the whole time. You know what I mean? Even if I'm tired or want to shut down or whatever, like, just remind myself that it's gonna pay off when I get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then a lot of times I'm leading my brothers across there too, so I got to keep them in mind as well. So I don't really think too much on it. A lot of times I'm just riding. I don't pay attention to a lot of mile markers. Because it makes the time go by that much slower.
Yeah.
So um, but it's just one of those things. Once I lock in, I'm locked in. It's
Locked
on
in.
from there.
Yeah. So you mentioned a lot of times that you're leading your brothers on these trips, or when you're going different places that your club travels to. How have you been able to really train them in the way that you ride, to know, like, hey, we have this destination, gas and going, we do, like, how do you get them on your level? Like, what is it that you do to encourage them, maybe prepare them? What have been some of your conversations, like when it's time to get on the road?
We just lead by example. Once we show them, have a few conversations with them and teach them different techniques that suit them, because everybody's different. Different snacks that they can carry, different places they can carry them. Um, different types of devices, and all the stuff we got, like the Bluetooths, the Cenas, and everything. We show them all those things and give them options to make their ride better, and let them, because a lot of things that we do is 1,000 miles or better. Like, so we're gone, and we're not just riding 3-4 hours away. So they got to be prepared. So, once they see us do it a couple times and ask a few questions, and we take a few trips, and they kind of mirror what's going on, and then they show the next person.
I like have so many questions. So how does that, because obviously everybody's not the same. Everybody has to start somewhere. There's a starting point. How does that affect you as the person who's leading them, knowing what your abilities are and what you're capable of, and knowing that other people are able to do it, but you have to slow down initially for everybody to be able to get on the same page? Like, how does that affect you when you're having to lead them and you're ready to just go, 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 but you have to be mindful of everybody else that's traveling with you?
Well, I mean, I know how to switch it on and off. So I know if I'm leading people, we come up with a game plan before we leave. Um, we push them to get to the destination we chose. Um, in the beginning, you're gonna have to push some of their limits because they don't even know what they can do, until they get out there and do it. So, the most important thing is just coming up with a game plan to show them what needs to be done and how to do it. So when we're running, you know, if they have a question or concern, they'll speak up and say that. We make that very clear. Say what's on your mind. Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. Because when you're running around like that, and you could get fatigue, mental fatigue. People can get highway delirious. Frustrations can get involved. People want to fight. You know what I mean? Because
Oh
they
yes.
they never been drugged like that.
Yes.
So,
I know all about the road
yeah.
fighting and being, yes, it's insane. So when you talk about having them being prepared and mental, are there any tips that you give them to stay focused to try to fight that mental fatigue until you get to, or like you have pep talks at the gas stations? Like what is it that happens that you tell them about to keep that mentally sound mind to be able to ride across the country, or even ride? Your chapters are spread out: Chicago, Houston, like you said, you have a good 1,000 miles in between a lot of the places that you're going to. So where is it that you let them focus, or how do you tell them to be mentally prepared for that? Like, what, what it is, but they don't. So how are you getting them worked into being ready to do it? Like, is there a focus
Um.
point that you tell them to think of? Are there tips that you give them, exercises that you do when you're on there? Like, what, tell us about that.
But no, we talk so much about getting miles and traveling and things like that that even before they take the trip, they feel like they've already been on trips with us. So,
Gotcha.
and then our club is comprised of riding their motorcycles. So before they even think about joining, they already know I'm going to have to ride my bike.
Yeah.
Period. You know what
Yes.
I mean? So,
Yes.
if
Yes.
this is something that you can't do, or whatever, then this may not be for you. So,
Yes.
we try to have fun when we're doing it, and everybody enjoys the process of just having fun. We don't want it to be a job. We don't want it to be a chore. We don't want it to be something that you're being made to do. Don't get me wrong. We all have our obligations as far as different functions and mandatories that we have set for the club. But,
Right.
most of our chapters are in the Midwest. So our guys come in knowing that they're going to have to ride to Chicago. They're going to have to ride to Cincinnati or Indianapolis or Detroit, you know, um, to get their blessings or whatever the case may be, so they can, maybe one day become full patch members. And it doesn't just start there, you know.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So, we just try to make it fun. At the gas stations, we talking junk, we having fun with each other, and you know, uh, trying to make sure that everybody's prepared. If they got any questions, myself or the road captain is checking everybody's bikes, so everybody
Yes.
feels secure with what we're doing.
Yes. That's so cool. For those of y'all just joining us, we are talking to TLuc, president of Next Level Tampa chapter, and this dude is riding from Jacksonville Beach in Jacksonville, Florida, to San Diego Bay in San Diego, California, straight through. Like, how many miles? How, like 20 something hundred
It's
miles,
almost, yeah, it's almost 2,400, I think.
2,400 miles, like 34, 35 hours straight through. No hotel, no pulling over on the side of the road. No, nothing like that. And do you hear the quality in the call? So talk about the equipment you have. You mentioned that you tell your guys to be prepared and to have like the Bluetooth so you can be able to communicate. What are you using today?
I just have the standard Harley Davidson Bluetooth ear. Well, it's not. Well, I guess it is Bluetooth, but it hooks up to the bike, the intercom. So I just run that, and it makes it easier because I don't have to charge, you know, my earpiece, or if it goes dead, it just plugs right into the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it came with the bike when I bought it, so.
Oh, so it came up. So I noticed that you're at the gas station and you didn't get up. Like you still sitting on the bike.
Yeah, I don't get up unless I have to.
Uh,
So
so you
it's a
do
waste of time.
a true gas and go. So talk
Yeah.
waste of time. Waste of time. Why? Like what do you mean by waste of time?
If I don't have to use the bathroom or I'm not buying anything, there's no need for me to get off the bike. It's just that just causes me to go do something else.
So how
So
does that keep your time in your travel? Like so it doesn't because you know a gas stop you'll be there for 10 minutes. When you look at your GPS, it's like, yo, it's an add like 25, 30 minutes back to
correct,
the time. So
right?
so now you're standing. Is that your stretch? Is that as much of a stretch as you'll get? It's just
No,
putting your credit card back in your wallet.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
And you really pulling off. That was like 2 minutes, 12 seconds.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. So how far are you now from the beach?
Uh, I think like maybe 100 miles or less.
Okay. Oh my God. Like so how I'm excited for you and I'm not even riding like it's this makes me want to like just get out there and just do it. Like how are you feeling right now? Like what do you feel like? What's going on in your mind? You really literally left 3 a.m. the day before and you've not
Yeah.
stopped. You're not like how do you feel that you are actually going to accomplish what you set out to do?
I don't know that I even feel excited. I just, because
What do you mean you don't feel excited? What?
I don't know.
Like
It's just, I expected it. So
that's
I
crazy.
expect certain things of myself. But I mean, some people are more emotional than others. It's just, it's cool. I did it. I have fun doing it. I can
I
talk
mean,
to my
and I know
boys.
we have expectations of ourselves and we know what we're capable of, but sometimes it's not always about us and our capabilities. There's so many other factors in there like you were saying before, you went straight through 18 hours, like you know what I mean, you made up what made you not go straight through that time? Like why'd you stop? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, when I did that, I was running and I just had planned to go to Arizona, maybe, which would have put me at like 2,000 and then shut down. But the lady in front of me had hit a jackrabbit and it flew from under her car right under my bike, and I ran it over and the bike jumped up. So I just, yeah, it was out in the desert in New Mexico, Demi, New Mexico. So I just took that as a sign. It was just, time for me to get off the highway.
See, and that's what I'm saying. So it's not always what we expect from ourselves or our capabilities. Other people or other things, other circumstances put that in there. And so like no circumstances have prevented you from doing it. So you're actually going to achieve it and you're not excited. Like you're not like, hey, like you're just like, yeah, I'm riding. I left Florida. I'm gonna be in Cali. Like, so what are your plans once you get to California? Are you gonna turn around and come
uh,
right back?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Go to my partner Smiley crib, and
That's another
then go
legendary
to
ground pounder.
Fresno. Then I'm gonna go to Fresno with some of my rare breed brothers for Soul Brothers uh,
Let
anniversary. Like
let me
they call it
tell
like the
you,
halfway run.
Soul Brothers in Houston. make a hell of a neck bone when you gonna have a good time at Soul Brothers. If they anything like that Houston chicken, you gonna have a good time. So TLuc, Florida to California, straight through, no all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna leave San Diego once I just take the pictures.
And oh, you breaking up, and I'm leaning forward like that's gonna make it better.
I said, I'm just gonna go to San Diego to the water, take some pictures, and then I'm gonna leave there and go to LA. So my riding ain't done today. And then tomorrow we'll go to Fresno Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday I'm gonna come back to LA to support my man Rob with On Ground Clothing. He's having
Oh,
a
cool,
Road
cool,
King
cool.
Day, and so I'm gonna rock with
That's
him.
what's up. That's what's
And
up.
then Monday I start pushing back. Yeah.
So I know because I'm an iron butt rider, so I know that there are different challenges out there. I just never saw anyone, well, can't say never saw because my bro OG did it, but that he's crazy too. Really want to, I just don't know the thought process that's there to make people want to do that. And then, like, so you're going to obviously take pictures, like you said, put your mouths out there. Do you feel like that sometimes makes people think that this is an easy task to do? Do you feel like, and I've been seeing it a lot, like people will take pictures and they're here and they're there, and people see the glory and the excitement once the journey's over, but they don't really know what happened in between. So do you think you doing this is going to set a precedence for other people and make other people want to try to do this same ride coast to coast straight through? Oh, we breaking up. Okay, let's see. 1 second, see if we can get you back. Oh, technical difficult. Y'all, I'm like so hyped. Oh, I hear it. I hear you. You back. Okay, did you hear my question or you didn't hear it? Can you hear me good?
Do I think? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now. Yes. I can't. Nope, I can't hear you. Oh no. California connection, not good. But we gonna see how we gonna get him back. Uh, TLuc. Okay, there you go. There you go. They trying to that your phone service. Okay, I hear you. I hear you now.
Huh?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Oh, look at the
Can you hear that
mountains.
music?
I can't hear your music. Let us see what
Oh.
you're looking at. Can you flip your screen? I see mountains. It looks like a nice view. Oh, look at that. I'm telling, like, that's one of the most exciting. That's why I'm always so excited when I ride, because of the scenery, and I try to like show it all the time so people can see what it is out
Yeah.
here. That like the country is beautiful, and you being in a car versus doing it on the bike is a totally different thing. Like totally different. So I was
Yep.
asking before, like, the phone start messing up. Do you think your journey is going to make other people want to try it? I know a lot of times people see, oh, I made it here, I made it there, and they're taking pictures at the state sign, and it looks all nice, it looks fun, like it was a good thing, but they never know what happens in between. You know what I mean? It might have been hard, it might have made you stop, it may have broke you down. Like, so do you feel like there's this trend, or that you're going to start a trend? Do you think people seeing you do it is going to make them want to do it? Talk about that.
I mean, it may. Once a few people do something, people get a hold to it, and they may try to do it. It's just like, you know, Smiley created the 48 state patch. People started doing the 48 states. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got Big Q who did the 40,000 miles in 1 year, so people started doing that. You got coast to
Right.
coast patches out there. You got, you know what I mean? So, you know, it all depends on what they're doing it for and if they feel like they can do it, you know? So, I know
Yeah.
this right here is probably, you know, one of the most rigorous runs that you could ever make. You know what I'm saying? Like 2,400 miles straight through. Like most people who ride, you know, 1,000 miles or 11, 1,200 is doing major work. You know what I mean? So you take that and double it,
Yes.
plus a little more. You know, that's a lot on you. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's definitely something you can't take light. You can't say, oh man, if he did it, I can do it, because you know it's a lot of factors out here. You got the rain, you got the weather, you got mountains, you got animals. You know, going across the desert, like you got a lot of different factors that you have to account for when you're trying to put something together.
So is there anything that you use that you can like let them know that helps keep you your focus sharp? Like you said, there are animals starting out, like the weather, the rain comes in, the wind. You talked about having to slow down a little bit because you got some rain and some wind, so you pulled over to put your gear on. Talk about how does that affect you? I know for me, I'm lighter, but it blows my bike all over the place, and these bikes are heavy. So do you experience
Yeah,
that same thing, being blown all over the highway?
yeah. I mean, even if you're heavier, you know what I mean, you're still gonna get blown by the trucks. It's just
Yeah.
you have to position your bike. You know, I try to stay in the middle of the lane when I'm going by trucks. I don't know if the wind is gonna, the force is gonna pull me towards the truck or push me away. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't want to be too close to it, and I don't want to be, you know, too
Right.
far away from it where it blows me away. Now it's blowing me off the road.
Right.
Um, so you just, you know, you have to learn those little tips like that to help you along the way, because you know,
Yeah.
otherwise, you know, certain things can scare you or scare a person. They may not even want to ride anymore or try it anymore, you know?
Yeah. So are there some like essential things that you make sure you take with you when you're going on the road? Or like you said, you went to sleep 4 hours, just got up and left. Like, do you have like tools? Do you have supplies? What do you take with you when you're going on these journeys?
Uh, Myself, clothes, my Harley warranty.
Yes, the warranty is important. But so say you have a loose
I
wire
mean,
or
some
something like
people
that, you
pack
don't
like the tool
have that.
kits and the flat tire kits and extra gas cans, and I really don't. You know what I mean?
You don't do any of that. You don't do any of that.
No,
That is so
no.
crazy. I totally appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us, let us know what's going on. It's good to see that you're safe. Like, because this is like mind boggling. It's just insane. I know a lot of times people, like on a daily basis or maybe regularly, or maybe they have a weekend binge and they're out and they're with their friends and they can be up for a whole day. But that's
Right?
walking around and sitting down and doing other things. You have literally been on a motorcycle operating even all the mechanics and body functions it takes to control a bike. You have been doing it for
Yeah.
over 24 hours straight.
Yeah. When I pull in, I'm set to get there exactly about 34 hours. So 34 hours from
What time?
the
Oops.
Atlantic coast to the Pacific coast.
It's 12 o'clock now and you left at 3. So that's almost like 30 hours already, like already. And you know there's a time difference, like it switches over, so it's still really adding more than what you actually did. Like, so you're really going to be doing like
37 hours straight when you factor in that time difference.
But no, that's with the time difference. See,
So,
it's only 9 o'clock here,
right.
almost 9. So
But
that'll
it's
be
12
10.
here.
But
I know it
I
takes
know.
away, but your actual seat time, you actually sitting down is
34 hours.
literally, yes, like crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
34 hours.
That's amazing. But I want you to be able to focus and get there. I'm going to continue. I'm so glad. I was like just scrolling through Facebook. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like I got to try to talk to this dude and see if he can. I appreciate you taking the tap out. Talk to us, answer these questions, tell us a little bit about your journey. We are all praying for your safe arrival. I can't wait to see that. I saw the Jacksonville Beach. I can't wait to see the San Diego Bay picture. That so your bike was
Yeah.
facing this way that time. You won't have to face it that way so that they meet in the middle. Some craziness, but you be funky with your picture, so I know it's going to be something amazing. I want to wish you continued safe travels. Everybody on the live is like, yo, this dude is a monster. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like everybody's like, this is. I don't think you're gonna have any challenges,
It's
man.
easy.
I don't know that anybody's gonna want to even try to like why why I don't
It's
know that
it's it's easy money.
for maybe for you for some there's an elite few that even wake up one day and say I'm gonna go cross country and I'm not gonna stop.
I just I just planned it on. Well, I just said I was going on Sunday. I just made up my mind just out the blue, and I took off Tuesday. And
Sunday
then
and
yeah,
then you
Sunday.
just
Then I went to Jacksonville Beach. I went to Jacksonville Tuesday, so I could already be there. And then, like I said, slept for a couple hours, and then
I don't I
we
don't I don't even I don't even know. So something must have happened when you went to bed on Saturday and woke up on Sunday to be like, huh? So I know you because obviously you just thought of it Sunday and left right away. You didn't give your chapter time to prepare to come with you. But did you have a conversation with them? Like, yo, bros, this is what I'm about to do. Like, did anybody try to talk you out of it? Like, how does your family feel? Like when you come up with these
no, they
crazy.
everybody says the same thing. Just be careful, and if you get tired, pull over, bro. And they say the same thing, but I just some people like it, some people don't like it. The fact that I went straight through with no sleep, but I know me, so that's just what I'm gonna do,
Yeah,
whether you like it
yeah,
or not. So, but
yeah,
I did talk to them, and I knew that their schedules don't line up with mine, and I really wanted to do it by myself anyway, so I don't have that responsibility if whoever goes with
yeah,
me can't make it. So now I gotta stop.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it was
yeah.
just better for me to go by myself anyway. And then they called me all night. They checked on me all night. Um, bro, some other clubs that we know they called me on Messenger and sent messages, and some people sent cash apps just because to get a gas tank like a gas. Just it was just cool. You know what I mean? It was just love all the way around. You know.
Yes,
So
yeah.
it's not only for
That
me, man. It's for the set too. You know.
and that's what that's the beauty of it, and the fact that you're sharing it and you're talking about it and you're bringing it in and just showing like you said, you want to set out to do things, but it's baby steps to do it. So you have to focus and do it small this and small that till you build up, and then like when people see, oh, this is possible, you know what I mean, and they're out there, so you're probably going to be hit up like all day, all night, like, yo, tell me about it. What happened? So I'm trying to share a little bit of your journey. So some of the questions
Yeah.
they had for you. are already answered. But like you said, call and check on you. Just the fact that the set comes together for individuals when they're on the road. I know that I've experienced a lot of luck. Shoot, that's how I even met you. It was Wild Child. I broke down in Chicago, well, Joliet in Illinois, going to Alaska in 2018, and I needed help. Like, so the way that everybody just comes together and reaches out for each other,
Yeah,
it's just a beautiful thing. Like, so your bros is like, all
no
right,
doubt.
Fred, I see you. We just gonna check on you. And then so your team, what you know, you setting the map for Tampa. You doing big things for Florida.
Yeah, we're working on it. I'm working on it. Getting ready for our party October 21st through the 24th.
Man,
Yeah, so
man.
part two.
Part two, part two.
Yeah.
So you want to share your Cash App?
Nah, man, I'm cool.
See, that's what I'm
Cool,
saying,
man.
and you just like, you just humble with it. You just like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. That's
Yeah.
really what's up.
It was just some of my guys that I'm close with, man. They just wanted to,
just show
you
support.
know, show
Yeah.
support, whatever they wanted to do. I wasn't even gonna give it to them, but I did. They made me.
Right. Don't you get threatened like you better do this? So let me ask you this too. So people hit you up on Messenger. I know you share like your pictures when you get to like mile marker things, probably like Texas, because that's midway. You know, obviously when you got into California, that's right there too. But do you have like a tracker on your bike, or do you share like your location? Like, how do you stay, because you're by yourself? I do a lot of riding by myself too. How are you secure in the fact that your family and your club brothers and your chapters know that you're good out here? Like, do you use like 360 or Glimpse or any one of those things to let people know like how you're doing along the way, or you just check in?
I just check in mostly, but if somebody want to follow me, I just shoot them my clips, on the
Okay.
app, and they'll follow me for a certain amount of hours and stuff like that for the most part. But they'll just pick up the phone and call, see what's going on, see where I'm at, see if I need anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
I'm
how that
just
goes. But yeah, so
I'm just like,
it's all good.
I know. I'm just like, I want to just keep. That's why I was running your motor with Piper, because I don't know when to stop.
Right.
I get so excited in other people's journeys. I feel like I'm near. Like, I feel like I'm like right there on my way to California. Like I said, I feel more excited than you do. You just like, it's easy money. This is what I do. I'm just riding because I like it. When you going to get hyped? When you going to get excited?
Probably when I get to Fresno and start hanging out and partying. I mean,
That
this was just something I just chose to do, man. I mean, it was cool. I did
Yeah.
it. It's in the record books of mine. With no competition with nobody else. It was just,
It
I did it.
it was for you.
I
It
can
was
sit
for you.
back and laugh with my boys and listen to them tell me how crazy I am and how much of a monster I am and ask me if I snort powder or anything to keep me up,
Right.
shit like that. But, it's just a cool little vibe.
So what's the one thing that you can take away from this? Like, what was the most amazing part of this journey for you?
Oh, man, I don't even think I got that far yet. Then I rode my bike for 2,400 miles. Like,
Yeah.
straight, like, from one the entire distance of the country. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that's
Mhm.
just it's almost, it's been everything has been done, but to the modern biker, that's not really heard of. You know what I mean?
At all? No,
So,
it really
you
isn't.
know,
It's not.
most people that you tell that somebody did it or is about to do it, the first thing they're gonna say is they crazy as hell. Like you can't even do that. You know what I mean? That's not possible.
Yeah.
But
So, did anybody say that to you? Did anybody say like you can't do that? Like nobody's done that? Like this is impossible?
yeah,
Like
one person. Well, a couple people told me that I probably wasn't gonna be able to
Oh no, the breakup. Nope, you went out. So go ahead. You said one person. You said a couple people.
I said a couple people told me that I wasn't gonna be able to do it without at least getting a couple hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying, at a gas station or something like that. But I just said okay. You know.
So do you feel like that
Uh,
motivated you even more to say that this is
of
something
course,
like that you do?
of course.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But
I just
so
yeah.
it's all good, Piper. But I'm gonna get
I know.
ready to pull
So
up
I know.
at this
I
thing.
keep saying thank you. Yeah, yeah. And I keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to let you go, but then I just something else just comes to mind, and I just get so like you don't even understand how
Right.
just awesome and exciting this really is. And it's not just about the journey for you. You have taken, like you said, your set, the MC set, on the journey, and it set a precedent that's unimaginable. Like, you know what I mean? It's so crazy. So now that you're getting back into that heat, have you taken your layers off? Have you taken the heated gear off? Did you take the rain gear off? Did you switch back out? Or do you not do that? You just gonna keep it till you get there?
No, I just left it on. It's a waste of time to take it off.
So what's the temperature right
I'm on
now?
the mission. 34 hours. That's it.
What's the temperature right now?
I don't. Let me see. 74 degrees.
And you're not warm, you're not overheated?
No, I'm good. It's a breeze.
It's a breeze. That's cool.
So,
Well, I want to wish you continued safe travels. I'm gonna be watching like this, just in front of the thing.
right.
Like, did he post? Did he post? Did he get there yet? Did he get there yet? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see the pictures. Like, I can't
I
wait.
got you.
You gonna need some gum. You probably gonna need a water bottle because so many people will be like, talk to me about it. Talk to me about it. You're not gonna be able to be quiet. Like all weekend long, you just gonna be talking about this trip for like
Yeah.
months to come. Months to come. But tell us one more
I
time when your anniversary is. Tell it to the people so we know where to check you out at.
October 21st through the 24th. Got the Next Level Tampa Facebook page. You can look that up. I think it's LNL RMC or something like that. Tampa. My name is TLuc on Facebook. Um, so you can follow any of us, man. But party gonna be off the chain. We had a great time last year, great turnout, and we're expecting that crowd times maybe 2 or 3 this year. So we got 3 hotels, over 240 rooms locked in. So we expecting to bank down in Tampa, October, man. So all my people coming from the Midwest and the North, you can get a chance to come down and still put your feet in the water on the beach, kick it. We have a good time at the beach and everything. So it's gonna be live. Look us up, and I'm out.
Yes.
All right,
Y'all, thank you so much. I'm gonna be watching. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. Running your motor with Piper.
no
TLuc,
doubt.
Tampa, Florida, next level president. Getting it, getting the miles. Blacktop yonder. Don't get no better than this. Be safe, bro.
I got you.
Oh my gosh, y'all. So that was like my first thing. When I tell you, I'm so excited. And this is just the beginning, like just the beginning. So I'm going to get more people, more guests. And like you see, I don't even know where to start. Like, can you imagine? Not, I'm up all the time too. Like I don't really sleep, but I don't know that I could sit for 35 hours just straight. Like, did you see that he didn't even get off the bike to pump the gas? He just stayed on there. Just I would have had to stand up or something, do a jumping jack. I mean, I don't know. Like, but that's setting a whole nother precedence there. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I have to figure out how to get the sound on videos when I do it another way. But this was like the first real segment. I'm so excited. So definitely please hit me up if you are going anywhere, you have any trip. Oh, it's International Female Ride Day this weekend. So I plan to talk to women riders across the country when they're going through their rides, when they get in their station. So if you have any big trips coming along or anything like that, hit me up so you can be featured on Running Your Motor with Piper. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace, love, and happiness. Much love and respect. All that good stuff. Y'all don't even understand how excited I am. I'm just gonna say bye. I'm just gonna say bye and be out. Talk to y'all later.